So, James Charles has now admitted to sexting 2 minors within the last 12 months. One was a 14-year-old in July of 2020, and now he's allegedly messaging a 16-year-old. In both cases, James has claimed that they lied about the age. James, it doesn't matter that they lied, it's still a crime according to California's state law. James could get arrested for this. Hello and welcome back to Drama Investigator. A 16-year-old TikToker named Redsai, who was a big fan of James Charles, hit up James in the Snapchat DMs where they both exchanged messages, to the point where the TikToker shared intimate photos with James, and James kept messaging him. Redsai's age is actually on his TikTok account. Easy enough for James to look up and find out. Maybe he didn't, maybe he did. So now James is getting backlash after Redsai made 2 exposing TikTok videos of his interactions with James.
Okay, so trigger warning. I will be talking about and James Charles, so if you get triggered by any of those, keep scrolling, but if not, watch this video, please. So last Wednesday on the 17th, James Charles snapped me on Snapchat. He added me back because I had snapped him a while ago, just like a fan to influencer conversation. I was excited because he's my biggest influencer-wise, and I've always looked up to him, so I was excited to get his message back. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna post proof of it right now. This is the notification that I got when he Snapchatted me first. And just for further proof, he deleted the chat. I don't know what he deleted, but that's me opening his Snapchat. I went into the bathroom, and I guess he saw the bathroom light, so he started making the conversation very and it made me really uncomfortable. And I'll post some of the stuff that he sent me now. You can't see it because it's blurry, because I took it on my iPad, because I don't want him to see that I screenshotted it, but I'll post it right now. He proceeded to send me explicit pictures of his body. More in part 2. Okay, so this is part 2 of the James Charles story. So after sending me that first picture of his body, explicitly, he sent me multiple after that, and I'll post them now. I was getting really uncomfortable, so I told him my age. I told him I'm 16. Meanwhile, he's 21. He's a grown man. And then he proceeds to say, oh, but I didn't even get to see meaning my body. And after telling him, no, I'm not gonna send it to you, he kept on asking for pictures and videos of body hair and me flexing and stuff. He proceeded to ask to FaceTime me, which I then said no to, and then I asked why. And this is what he said. It's sad to say that I can't even look up my biggest influence the same again. I've heard multiple stories about him doing this to people, but you never believe it until it happens to you. So now I'm a big believer of what James Charles does to other people, and it sucks because he has so much going for him, and he does this to himself. All I ask from TikTok is to try to boost this video as much.
Now people are saying, oh, this TikToker did it for clout and he succeeded. Well, that might be so, but James is also getting called out for this being the second time he's chatted up minors. In July last year, James was exposed by a 14-year-old named Ethan, who accused James Charles of sexually harassing him via online chatting platforms. He shared receipts in a now deleted YouTube video where James Charles sent him explicit pictures and videos of himself to Ethan. So Ethan got a lot of backlash for sharing his story, and he went off at the time responding to rumours that he didn't share his age with James. But just like Redsai, his age was publicly available online just by searching his name. Ethan also exposed at the time that attorneys and police were involved.
I wanted a friendship with this dude. He kept taking it too far. I didn't know what to do. I was stuck in a position where I didn't know what to do. So for everybody saying, oh, where's the receipt? Saying, oh, you were 14 years old. I don't have it. I don't have the receipts. At the time, I wasn't thinking this would happen. I started feeling uncomfortable, and I thought I would have to come out to the public talking about this whole situation. Because there might be kids out there my age that this has happened to, and they want to get it out, but they're too afraid. So I'm standing up for myself, just as well as these other kids that it's probably happened to. Come on now, Jay. What makes you think that this one is not true, okay? What makes you think that he wasn't talking to a 14-year-old boy, huh? Oh, there's no receipt saying I'm 14 years old. My age is on the internet. I am a public figure. I have 300,000 followers on TikTok. I have a fan base. I have people that care about me. He knew my TikTok. I have little girls commenting on my Instagram. There's no one older than 18 in my Instagram comments. I don't have facial hair. I don't have any facial hair. That? No, I don't look 18 years old. Like, what are you talking about? I'm sick of everybody accusing me for all of this. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm trying to help you out. If this has ever happened to you, I'm trying to speak out so all these other kids will speak out like I did. I'm just trying to help everybody. I'm sick of this. Like, come on, when are we all gonna come together and cancel this dude? He deserves to be. Come on now, my age is on the internet, like I said. And for everybody talking about this should have been done behind the screen, police authorities, all that. I'm trying to get this out there. So just in case your daughter, your son, maybe yourself is dealing with this.
So going back to Red's Eye, he too has started receiving a lot of backlash online after James recently came out with a public statement about the allegations. James had said, "There's a video going around about me on TikTok of a guy calling me a and I want to address it right away. The accusation that I have person is completely false. Last week I came across someone on my Instagram Explore page, saw he followed me and added him on Snapchat. The next morning I woke up to several snaps from this person being excited that I added him back, saying he loved me, and also photos of himself in the shower. I asked how old he was right away, and he told me he was 18, so I started flirting back. In the excitement of meeting someone I thought could be potentially great, I didn't ask for a copy of his ID or passport. It's now clear based on the video he uploaded, he was taking photos of me with another device, and had an ulterior motive from the beginning. Later in the day he said a few things that made me question the validity of his original age answer, and when I asked him to confirm his age once again, he admitted he was 16. I told him I was really uncomfortable and apologised for flirting, but he insisted on continuing talking, saying it could be our little secret, he's a fan of mine and would never tell anyone. I told him I wasn't okay with this. He started getting upset, and at this point I unfriended him. We haven't spoken since. I'm not victim blaming him or victimising myself either, simply sharing what happened. And what happened was not okay. After false allegations like this in the past, I would never knowingly engage with anyone underage and put my life on the line for a few Snapchats. Because of situations like this, instead of taking someone's word for it, I will now ask to see the ID or passport of every guy I have a conversation with. Now, there were a lot of mixed responses to James's statement. Some people were defending him and others were horrified. Y'all trying to cancel everyone nowadays. I don't get why you think it's a good use of your time to do this. You ruin people's lives. Like you're perfect and no one else makes mistakes. Be better. I am so tired of you being able to get away with this. You've abused your fame to solicit actions from fans multiple times. You know they're vulnerable to you because they're fans, and when you speak about it, you recognize you're following against them simply by saying, James, he has his TikTok account posted to his Instagram highlights, and it clearly says he's 16, and his Snap user was posted in his Instagram highlights right next to the TikTok bio one. If James had time to check that this guy was following him and look through his highlights to get a Snapchat, he most likely saw the TikTok bio if it was posted as a highlight then. So, what are your thoughts on James Charles and these allegations? Especially since this is the second time it's happened in the last 12 months. Let me know in the comments.